Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back. I hope y'all are doing well. This is another flip through. So this is going to be my flip through for July and August. This is the front cover of my book. My dear friend Debbie, who also has a YouTube channel, had asked me what this picture was, where I got it from. It actually came out of a magazine. I don't know which one, but we do a lot of boating, as most of you know. And so, yeah, I just loved it. I love the colors and the pattern and the picture. So I just cut it out and just simply glued it on. I don't think nope, did nothing to the back. So again, this is my July, August book. So in the front here, I always cover this in something. This actually came from a Paper Source, I believe. Paper Source magazine. And I just loved it because, you know, we're a beachy, watery kind of family. So, loved that. And in this pocket, I usually keep my address labels that I use up at the top of my header, like up here. And so, yep. In here I have just some things from Happy Mail. This came from lovely Karen. This came from my sweet friend Kathy. She had made a few of these for me and I just love them so much. So beautiful. So I keep things in here that I'm going to use within my book. Okay, so let's get started. It's been so long since I've done flip throughs. I can't even remember what we were doing. So let's see here. Let me just check and make sure you all are in frame. Yes, pretty much. Okay. All right. So this was going to be the July 4th week. And I do believe we were down here for longer than just the long weekend. I can't really remember. But anyway, many hands make light work. We were cleaning. We were cleaning and getting the bungalow all sparkly and shiny. Everyone had pitched in and got all the cleaning done. We went out and about. We went thrifting. We didn't find anything. Traffic was bumper to bumper heading south. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm not really sure why. Oh, well, I guess because of the long weekend. So this was on a Saturday and we had lunch at a place called The Catch. And then let's see, Big Handsome and Sunshine hung some blinds up. I don't remember where they hung blinds up. Oh, in the bay window at the bungalow. That's where it was. Okay, so had chicken pizza on naan and we watched Doc Martens. Oh, and there was a croc in the canal. And no, not the shoe. Yeah, we do have a crocodile that frequents our canals. So that's always fun. And then this day here, friends are fun. So Sunday, our friends made it down. We had my husband, it's like his very good friend at work. They work together and he and his wife and his teenage daughter and one of her girlfriends all came down and they were staying at the bungalow for the weekend. Yeah. So we spent the afternoon hanging out downstairs and catching up. And it had almost been a whole year since we had visited last. I couldn't believe it. I mean, time flies by. My goodness. So the girls spent the afternoon tooling around on the paddleboard. And then came back. Then they came back and got the kayaks. So they went back out and were kayaking around the canals. Yes, probably with the crocodile, but they were fine. And then, yeah, we just had snacks and hot dogs and we just, grilled out that evening. And yeah, we were so glad that they were able to come. We just enjoy their company so much. They're great friends, and we're hoping to go for a boat ride tomorrow. And then, oh, this was funny. Yeah. We did end up going for a boat ride, and my husband packed us a nice picnic lunch. We took everybody over to our little private beach, which is actually the Florida Everglades. So But it is a beautiful beach. We went over there. It's got really hard packed sand, and there's no grass, and it's just very clean, and it's just really nice. The only thing is that you're not allowed to get onto the island. That's against the law. So we park a bit out from the island, but you can still swim there. Anywho, it was really cool. We did bring some masks and snorkels for the girls so they could see what was going on, and they got to see a few little things. It's nothing compared to like going on the reef, but it was way too windy that day to take anybody out on the reef. So then we were all like, oh, what's that in the water? What's that in the water? So my husband put a mask on and went to go get it, and he pulled up a Corona bottle. Ugh, I hate it when people trash the natural resources that we have and the beautiful, beautiful paradise that we live in. And they just, for some reason, think it's okay to throw trash into the ocean. It's just terrible. Anyhow, my husband had put on, I think he had put on some pork that morning to cook all day. So yeah, he did barbecue pork in the crock pot. It was delicious, and then we just hung out downstairs chatting. And then happy 4th of July. Our friends actually left to go back home on this day because everybody had to go to work the next day. Excuse me. And everybody left. Just Big Handsome and I were home. And so, yeah, we don't really do anything for the 4th of July anyway. You know, we saw some fireworks. Our neighbors, of course, you know, people in the neighborhood was shooting off fireworks as per normal. Yeah, and we just, you know, we were relaxing on the couch watching Doc Martens. So, okay, well, I didn't sleep very well apparently that night. So, anywho, but yeah, that was that day. And then I love how this page turned out. I usually do, you know, of course, my colorful hot mess pages, but I really had fun doing this page. And I just did a double spread. I was home alone, and we were still down in the Keys. So I have no coloring at all. I found this in a magazine. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, so it had to go in. Red is one of my favorite colors. And yeah, it had been a week now since we'd been at the Hideaway, and Big Handsome had been commuting, which hasn't been too bad. So everybody else was back home. The Gems and the pups were back home because they both had school and work. And I made my calls to my grandmother. I spoke with my cousin Jen, who was still in the hospital, and a friend to see how she was doing after her husband had passed away a few months ago. The Lisa bed was delivered. So, oh yeah, I remember this day. Apparently, the UPS dude was too lazy to actually bring up the 95-pound box up the flight of stairs, right? And then when I checked online to see if it had been delivered, it said clear as day, delivered to the front door. Yeah, I think not. So, guess what? UPS got a complaint call from me. Anywho, the bed, I've talked about it before. The bed was super stinky when we unrolled it. It did take a few weeks to get the stink out, but I'll tell you what, it is super, super comfortable. My poor husband that night, he was up late with a tooth jaw ache. I don't even know what's going on with that. We don't know. He's been having, you know, dental work done on his teeth for probably the last 10 years, and it's all due to his chronic illness. So it's all an ongoing thing with him, the poor guy. So he only got about 3 hours of sleep. And then on Friday, it was much of the same for me. Oh no, look, I made a mistake here. Now I remember. I'd written Thursday and Friday, and it wasn't. It was Wednesday and Thursday. Isn't that funny? So yeah, I spent some time in bed. I finished watching A Man Called Uwe, which was a very good movie. And not much else. I worked on my my jot journal, and I filmed a ramble session. Found out that my sunshine got accepted to my alma mater, so we were so proud of him for that. But there are, at this point in time, there were changes in his future. So Yeah. So that was that. Again, I was not feeling well and did not do too much in the way of decorating my pages. As most of you know, when I have flare time, which equals bedtime, I pick out a bed from a magazine and stick it in. It just always seems to brighten up the page, to put something pretty on, even though your day is not going as well as you would hope. So, yeah, Friday I woke feeling yucky. My chest was hurting. I don't like being alone when I don't feel well. But, I mean, I'm never really alone. I always have the Lord to lean on. And so, yeah, that, and it helps me mentally to know that the fire department is literally across the street. So if I needed anything, somebody would be there. Anyway, so yeah, then we went to the bungalow. So Big Handsome could install a new cooktop. Oh my goodness, he was getting so frustrated. I had originally gone over there with them that day, and then I think it was this day I told him I just can't. I need to go home and go to bed. So he brought me back home while he and Sunshine tried to install the new cooktop, which proved to be pretty frustrating for him. Anyway, he wasn't feeling very well either, so that never helps out. And then this is the weekend we were also talking about Sunshine's possible future as a nuclear operator. So we'll see what goes on with that. And yeah, Saturday was the day that we had all gone to the bungalow, and I had to be taken home because I felt so bad. So the guys did end up finally getting the cooktop put in and latches on all the shutters. So yeah, they had a very productive day while I did not. And then here is when we got home. So I had a Happy Meal Palooza waiting for me because I had been gone all week. So I'm so thankful for my Phobo sisters. It was such a surprise to come home. My goodness, I was so humbled. I'd received 7 zines that week. Holy cow. A lovely postcard, lots of goodies. And yes, I do need to get on the ball and send out my returns. And then we had this thing called a stromboli. It's like from the freezer. It is yummy, but and then they had this like thing on the box that I thought was funny. It was a mustache, a paper mustache, and then apparently you're supposed to stick these 2 things in your nostrils to pretend like you have a mustache. How gross is that? Oh my goodness. Then yes, I got some. This was from a sweet friend Teresa. So that was nice. And then let's see. Over here, I had made like just a small little cluster of all the Happy Meals that I had received. Stickers from Tracy. This paper was from Allison. This was from Karen. Yeah, just super duper sweet. This is just from a calendar page that I put on there because I was happy and joyous that day. So sweet. So sweet. So that was that day. And then, let's see here. We had a semi-busy day. It was Monday. So this day, and I'll probably stop on this page. Let's see. We had an early cardio appointment with my beauty queen. It was her follow-up. And we found out that everything is A-okay. Praise the Lord. Then after that, we stopped off at Sam's. I got to call my grandma later. I found out that my sweet cousin Jen was finally home from the hospital. She was in there for 1 month at this point in time. Poor thing. She's just been going through so much. And then that afternoon I helped my Sunshine get his resume sorted and uploaded to the company site. So we're just waiting on the job to post so that he can actually apply for the nuclear operator helper position. And then I spent the rest of the day in bed. And then this I got from Allison on the group as well. And I just loved it so much. So pretty. And so, yeah, that was that. So now you hear my pathetic dogs in the background. They are wanting attention, so I shall leave you here. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. And I will talk at you soon. Thanks. Bye.